Hi, my name's Anne Jirsch. I'm the founder of Future Life Progression Training. I want to tell you a little bit about how it started, what it can do for you and where it's heading. So I wasn't actually looking for this. I've been working in the spiritual field for many years. I was actually trying to find out something about the past. I was working with some military people and we were trying to trace something in the past. And I've worked with regression for many years. I'm used to taking people back to their childhood or even into their past lives. But I brought in somebody else to regress us, and what happened was we all actually jumped forward. And we all jumped forward 3 weeks and saw the events of September the 11th. Now at the time we had no idea what that was. In fact, we just thought we'd had a bad session. We thought we'd kind of got things a bit wrong. We knew we hadn't gone back, but we didn't understand what we'd seen. Until of course 3 weeks later, when it happened, we were pretty shell-shocked because it was specifically what we saw. We saw the Twin Towers. We didn't know it was the Twin Towers. We just saw two skyscrapers next to each other, smoke coming out. We knew it was America. One of the military people I was working with said he's looking out over a bay and knew a skyline had changed. And his words were, "How can a skyline change?" And all I knew was there was some sort of link to the Middle East and oil. So when it actually happened, it was specific enough that we knew this is what we'd seen, but it wasn't specific enough that we knew we could have stopped it. We couldn't phone anybody up and go, "This is going to happen on this particular day." So we felt quite upset that we'd not been able to change it. After a little while, we started to think, and what we started to think was, I wonder if we can do this again. So we started to experiment, and for several years we predicted world events. And it wasn't the odd fluke, it was always right. Every single time we got it right. I started to experiment with clients and they were seeing their future husband, where they're going to be working, their future home. In fact, I've 3 times found houses that I've seen in the future. The house I'm living in now, I saw it in the future. I saw the back garden and the first house I looked at, that was the place. My clients were coming to me and saying, it's happened. I've got the job I saw, I found the apartment. The weird thing was, it wasn't taking 5 years. And that really got to me, because what I thought was, isn't it exciting if you can bring the best bits of the future back to now? That really got me, because to me, I always feel like things take too long. I'm not very patient, but I always feel like I don't want to wait 5 years for the good bits. I want it to happen sooner. And it was as if we were fast tracking the future. And what I realised we were doing, we were tapping into the future and bringing it back into our current consciousness. So things got pretty exciting. On one of the visions, I saw myself with a 3-book deal. This was ridiculous at the time because I was completely unknown. When you're unknown, I just had a little office in Slough, had my clients. You don't get a 3-book deal when you're unknown from Slough. But within weeks, I had a 3-book deal. A friend of mine saw himself with a TV show in America and a house. He found the house, was offered the TV show. It started to happen faster and faster. Amazing things were happening. And on some level, our energy was changing. We were changing. We were attracting amazing things. So my second book come out. It's about future life progression. It's called The Future Is Yours. And it just went ballistic. It went to #1 in a number of countries. So you can guess what happened next. People started calling me saying, "When are you coming to Australia? When are you coming to Spain?" I realised I couldn't be everywhere. And so I thought maybe I should train some other people. So I thought in my mind, maybe six people. And it just grew. The Future Life Progression has grown and grown. It's not the odd fluke. We consistently tap into the future, see what's happening. Consistently it happens. So now we've trained over 1,000 people. We're in 20 countries. The training is so easy. It's 3 days training. It's very simple. We now have 14 trainers. They're all excellent. They're all amazing. So I'd love you to experience Future Life Progression. You can go to the website, futurelifeprogression.com. There's free downloads. We've got lists of practitioners, as I say, in 20 countries, and we've got details of our training. But if nothing else, have a little look at the future of the world. Find the best future for the world. tap into your own life in the future, and bring that amazing energy back to now, because that's what we want. We want to tap into some of that really good energy, bring it back to now. So thank you.